We believe that society is asking that our kids are just equipped with a very different set of skills. And they have to be problem solvers, they have to be critical thinkers, be creative, collaborate, all those things that are going to allow them to be successful in today's work environment. So we have to reflect that in our classrooms. We have to rethink, no different than the big three or any other industry. As the demands change, our demand has changed. We're trying to respond to that new ask from society and make sure that our graduates are equipped with those skills.
It's unbelievable from when I was a student to even 5 years ago when I started teaching. The amount of technology advances in the classroom, the organization of our curriculum, the intentional purpose of lesson design, the training that we're receiving as teachers is making the learning experience for the students that much better and that much more engaging.
To think and have an expectation that all the students that come into our building are going to learn the same way, it's just not real life. It's not reality. We've got kids that are hands-on learners, tactile, kinesthetic. We've got kids that learn best by hearing things. We've got kids that learn best by seeing things. We've got students that can sit down in a classroom and take information with little instruction or direction from a teacher and then go with it.
We really are trying to not only change what's happening in the classroom, but redesign instruction for all of our students. And we're really changing the way in which our teachers deliver that instruction to our students. We want to give our children many different ways to access that content and to access their learning.
Now with the access to the technology and for students to have access to the devices and their resources that are all web-based, the teacher can actually take a look at how every student is doing, whether or not they're demonstrating mastery in each of the areas, and create lessons that allow that kid to get extra support or supplemental support on an individual basis. And so now kids have the opportunity to move at their own level and their own pace.
I feel like there's a lot more ways to learn. You can be more creative and it's really, really fun.
Things like Edmodo, you can put that right into science, you can pull it up and you can start doing your science tests, just like that. Your teachers can post stuff, so we post stuff and you can get a badge, just a little reward. That makes it a lot easier for kids to learn, and education is very important to me.
The iPads, they make it fun because you get to do different things and it'll make it like a game, but it'll still be learning at the same time.
One of the things that we're doing very well in Fraser is we're really trying to be specific about what our learning objectives are. What are the skills or the competencies that we want students to walk away with? Once those are well defined, you have lots of choices for how to assess.
Technology allows us to check for understanding. It allows us to make sure that the kids are grasping the material that's presented to them, and it gives them, again, that ownership in their learning, whereas before it was more teacher-driven in terms of the ownership piece. Here in the classroom, kids now have that ownership, and they can show us and explain to us in a variety of different ways how they're learning.
So if I know that I want students to be able to demonstrate their analysis of a text and to understand how it applies in people's lives, then why wouldn't I give them multiple opportunities? And what a rich learning experience for the kids to see that one person made a movie about it and one person did a slideshow.
We have students that are utilizing email for communication on a daily basis. They're using blogging. They're using video editing. They're using the tools that people are using in the real world every day.
My education means a lot more to me. I want to take it to the next step. I want to be able to get a career. I want to be able to do what I want to do, and in order to do that, I need to be in my studies all the time.
My learning never stops when I get out of school. When I'm home, I'm always on Spelling City and Dreambox and a bunch of other math and writing apps.
So it's creating these different types of tools and resources so that we can certainly say that we've tried to reach every single learner that's out there.
Student learning is number one. It's not about the device, it's not about what you're using, it's making sure that we're preparing kids for the future, whether it's in kindergarten, 7th grade, or on in high school.
There it is. That's our why. That's why we do this. That's why we're not scared of it.